talking, or we're driving that day. So you have a base base camp you use, and then you can drive around doing that. If you're more than 10 days over those however many locations, then you have to fill out a new permit. If you go to West Hollywood, they have a separate. You go to Santa Monica, they have a separate. I think Santa Monica is like minimum $500 a day. So you have to know the locations you're picking. Oh my God, we have this beautiful, beautiful mansion in Pasadena. Really expensive, police officers required. It might not be the free, great location that you think. I don't know. Is that all I need to answer about permits? Just know what you're doing and hire somebody who knows what they're doing. Oh, so I have, in the beginning, we all did it. We all did not have the permits. We all did that. And it's just in the beginning of time of independent filmmaking. I mean,
Filmmaker's Bible moment, Genesis.
Yeah, I mean, we all did it, but it's just, you've spent all this time and energy and money. I equate shooting a movie, I don't care what the budget is, to putting on your daughter's wedding. Every moment, every second of every day is as important. You can't do the wedding if the flowers don't arrive. And you can't just say, we'll pick that up next Thursday. No, actually, you won't, because you don't have enough time anyway. So to have to stop for an hour, if you're lucky, because the police came, because the neighbor said, I think there's filming going on up there, and they will come and they will shut you down, and then you will lose that day. And then you've lost a lot of time and energy, money, people's times, energy, and money, and it's just not worth it for the money that you have to spend. Just get freedom. Just get the permit. No, they're not going to arrest you and take you to film jail, but they will, ruin your day, and you'll have to regroup. And if you have that location set for 6 days, guess what? You're not going back. They're on to you. So just do it. No matter what the money is, just get the permit.
They're not going to do that. Unless you're an asshole, they're not going to arrest you, and they're not going to take your stuff. Just don't be an asshole. Don't be an asshole is one of my rules just in general. Yeah, in life too, but certainly. Hold on, we're gonna answer questions in a second. I think we're gonna probably go pretty quickly, but I'll just say this: I teach this no budget filmmaking class, which I'm doing at the end of August again, and I do like an hour on permits and locations and how you can kind of get away without shooting with a permit, and why you need one, and when you can kind of sneak around. And I know, because I've been busted, and I've done it, and I've done it a lot, not gotten busted, whatever. So anyway, if you want to know more, take my class. No, I'm kidding. So before we go to the questions, I think we're going to do that in a second. Let's talk about cast. I guess we talked about maybe in the panel before, which I didn't see, but about how to attract bigger names. But once I mean, it's easy enough to hire a casting director and they do all the work. But who's done it where they were the casting director and they did all the work? Anybody on the panel? Yeah, because I mean, let's talk about that. That happens. I've done it.
I produced a feature film with Brad Vanderberg, and we did not have we had $110,000 to shoot the film in Los Angeles, San Francisco, and the Central Valley, and all points in between. We needed every penny, so we had to do all the casting ourselves, and it's harder that way. It is. I think we'll all agree, it's harder that way. It's especially hard when you're often reaching out to an independent film community that we know, actors, producers, other directors, other screenwriters who say this person would be great, this person would be great. Connecting all those dots without a casting director takes a lot of time. It really does. So if you have the benefit of casting assistance, I highly recommend you use it and take advantage of that. It's worth the investment, although I think we'll all agree it's still up to us to cast the film. A casting director is a great way in, but it doesn't mean that they're right about the casting. Always be careful of that, right? They're pros at what they do, but it's your film, right? So, but to casting, you have to be organized. You have to take care of making sure that when you schedule those actors, do it the old-fashioned way. Make days just for that. Schedule in bulk. Make your whole day about it. I came from an acting background, so I respect actors, and I try to give them that little extra time. I don't try to schedule them one every 5 minutes. If you're making a truly independent film with a voice, I think you can do better than that. I highly recommend 10-minute at least to 15-minute blocks and taking your time, right? And because part of what you're casting is not just an actor, especially in low budget, as everybody keeps saying, you're casting a collaborator. You're casting somebody that you have to work with and that has to support the tenor and the tone of your set for maybe 3 weeks if it's a feature like ours was, right? Much longer, yeah. Or